Mm-mm-mm. I have eaten in restaurants all my life. My parents took me, my brother, and my sister took me out all the time. I love eating in restaurants. You don't have to do the dishes. People wait on you. The food is brought to you. It's so easy. I know it's great for eating food from the menus. You have to ask things like, what are you going to have? What are you going to have? We always order something that someone asks you in getting because you're going to be able to taste the other person's stuff. I think that's what's so great about eating out. But eating out is very dangerous. It's dangerous because you're not there portioning your food out. You're not there with your measuring cups and spoons. Well, it's like celebration time. Now, some people on deal meal pull back from eating out, but sometimes you have to eat out. So here are some simple rules that you want to discuss the future today. Remember, if you eat out, you still have to pull your cards. Deal meal is not just for food in your home. Dinner is dinner, whether in your own dining room or whether you're at Gina's Pizzeria. The toughest ones for me, and maybe the toughest ones for you. A buffet is anything where there's a table of free food, and it's so difficult actually can make a decision because, well, I used to go to cafeterias and still with the dessert, and it just went on and on like the free-for-all. If you're going out for a restaurant, know the cards you're going to have ahead of time. If you're going out for a special meal, pull your cards in the morning for that special dinner so that you know exactly the cards you can have for particular meals. If you're going to eat out, you got to plan it. All this is very important. Now please don't waste your cards on appetizers. They're all fried. Go for the salad first and ask for the dressing on the side. Then you may be the kind of person who brings their own dressing. Don't feel uncomfortable about that. Don't be intimidated. Ask questions. There's a kitchen back there, just like you have a kitchen. Is there something you want, you can ask for it. If you just want a salad with vinegar or dressing on the side, ask for that. Don't be intimidated by all those fancy salads and stuff. Now look at the entree. Choose carefully. Think of what you had for other meals, so that you can see what you have left for this meal. Now people go into a coma where they sit down at the table. They start passing the bread. Now a piece of bread is a bread card, whether you eat in your home or you eat in a restaurant. You may think it's free. A lot of people think to go out to eat, if they're not picking up the check, they say, hey, you're paying the cash. I don't have to pull my cards. Are you nuts? This food is in your tummy. So even if you're not paying with your credit card, you still have to pay with your deal meal cards. They are your lifeline in situations like this. If there's something that is not on the menu, and you know that a piece of grilled chicken is 3 meat cards, and you don't see it, there's a grill back there. So ask for it the way you want it, and it comes out wrong, let the waiter know. I mean, if you brought a shirt, if you got home and had a rip in it, will you take it back? You wouldn't just sit there and say, I just spent $40 for a shirt, let me mend it. You would go back to the store and say, excuse me, there's a ribbon in my shirt. It's the same as eating out. Is there something that comes to you and it's got gravy on it? Or you ask for salsa on the side? Or you have to ask questions like, does this have any oil in it? Don't be afraid to ask 6 questions. You're paying for it and you should be getting what you pay for. Now there are some restaurants, and we're going to talk about them as the days pass by, that are a little more difficult than others to break down the food. Like Mexican or Chinese. But that's another day. So if you have to go out, just remember these rules. Dining out for success. Planning on moderation is the key. Always give yourself plenty of time to figure out what you can have. Don't let anyone rush you. Making the right choice is the most important part. Don't feel punished. And remember, every taste counts. Watch out for eating off of other people's plates. Because there's an old rule that goes, if you're tasting from something, it doesn't count. It does count. Remember, a second on the list. A lifetime on the hips. Number 5, every taste counts. Remember portion control and ask for a doggy bag. For dessert, there's always fresh fruit. If you want to buy something for dessert, that's about the sugar card for 30 to 35 calories. Fresh fruit dessert. and 7. Make sure you enjoy yourself. Oh, where could you come here for